Are you sure about that?
Wow, talk about a complete misunderstanding. So Fast and Furious 9 is out, and guess what? Han's back. Everyone likes Han, right? I mean, clearly Universal thinks so, since they brought him back from the dead, spotlighted him in the marketing, and said, there would be justice, which is a clear nod to the whole hashtag justice for Han. And don't get me wrong, I love when companies are self-aware and acknowledge the fans, but they clearly didn't understand the reasoning for justice for Han. So let me explain how it came to be, and even though Han's back, justice hasn't been served. This is going to require a little history lesson on the Fast and So the series started off pretty simple. We had The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, and then Tokyo Drift. In Tokyo Drift, Han is introduced and is involved in some not so legal activities that upset the wrong people, which is what seemingly got him killed. Keep this moment in mind, we're going to be returning to it. The next movie in the series, Fast and Furious, not to be confused with the first movie, The Fast and the Furious, shows Han alive and well. But how can this be? He had a case of the explodies. Well, that's because Tokyo Drift isn't third chronologically. They decided to move it further down in the timeline, putting Han on borrowed time till Tokyo Drift takes place. But back to the movies. Nothing too important happens with Han in the 4th, 5th, and 6th entries in the series. The only thing you need to know is that the villain of the 6th movies is Owen Shaw. And by the end of the movie, Han decides he's going to go to Tokyo, leaving all the people who saw Tokyo Drift to go. This also establishes that Tokyo Drift is placed in between the 6th and 7th movie in the timeline. This is relevant because the main antagonist of the 7th movie is Deckard Shaw, and he's the brother of Owen Shaw. Deckard is out for revenge on the Fast and Furious crew for his brother, and the person he starts out with is Han. That's right, it turns out that Deckard was the one who killed Han in Tokyo Drift.
What a twist!
So of course, Dom and the rest of the crew aren't happy about this at all. This is one of the few times death is actually taken seriously in the franchise. They have a funeral for Han and everything. What drives the plot of the movie is hunting Deckard down and getting revenge. They want this man dead.
When you find the guy that killed Han, what are you gonna do?
Words ain't even been invented yet. But he put you in his grave, so now I'll do the same to him.
When you find that sumbitch, just do me one favor.
What's that?
Don't miss.
No more funerals.
Just one more.
But by the end of the movie, he just ends up getting put in prison. I know this has more to do with Jason Statham being popular, and they want to bring him back for later movies, and not because Dom and his crew are such forgiving individuals, because they have no qualms killing people or endangering civilians. So everything's all good now. Han is dead and his killer is behind bars. All is right with the world.
Right? Wrong.
Until the next movie. So Han's not in the 8th movie, but you know who is? This guy. And the team rightfully pushed back on working with him. Again, he killed their friend, blew up their house, endangered their kid, and tried to kill them all. But by the end of the movie, guess who's not back in jail and is invited to dinner? This fucking guy. He killed your friend. Why are you all cool with him being here? They said they weren't going to work with him for what he did, but then immediately proceed to work with him. Hobbs and Shaw have one scene together that they spend bonding. One. And it's a minute long. But apparently that's enough. When the crew are told that Shaw bit the dust, they are visibly upset. He hasn't even redeemed himself yet. What are you people upset about? You guys suck. What, you do Dom a solid and you're forgiven for a murder of a comrade? What are they, the Phantom Troops? You kill a member to become a member? This is what people are talking about when they say they want justice for Han. For his killer to not be given a slap on the wrist, or at least not be invited to dinner. And then, to put salt on the wound, they give this man his own spin-off movie. Damn, they really did Han dirty. Does anyone remember Vince? He's dead. There's no hashtag justice for Vince. You know why? Because the people responsible for his death are dead. What about Elena? No hashtag justice for Elena either. Yo, if at some point Cypher helps the crew out and gets invited to dinner afterwards, I'ma lose my shit. But I digress. Does Han finally get justice in the latest movie? No. Their idea of justice is just bringing him back into the series, and not even in a fun way. I would have loved it if someone looked at Han and said, "We thought you were dead," and he responds with, "I got better." Just leave it at that and never address it. It's Fast and Furious. It's the kind of stupid hand-waving shit that people expect from the series at this point. And as far as I'm concerned, there will never truly be justice for Han. The problem wasn't that Han was dead. The problem was that Han's friends forgave his murder and chilled with him, essentially giving him redemption. And it's not like what Deckard did was an accident or anything, or he had to do it because it was part of his job, so it was nothing personal. He killed Han for revenge. Bringing Han back doesn't change how the crew acted, and they aren't going to put Deckard back in jail or kill him, so justice will never be served. Anyways, thanks for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss a video just like this one. If you have any questions or ideas for future videos, leave a comment or ask me on Twitter. And with that being said, until next time.